Indigenous peoples are distinct social and cultural groups that share collective ancestral ties to the lands and natural resources where they live. How do indigenous people sustain their needs? Well, I can say I can give you the best answers. Classmates, friends, instructors, introducing the creative indigenous crops and the sustainable development of the indigenous people in the Philippines. To begin with lesson 1 entitled Indigenous Knowledge as a Key to Sustainable Development. It is said here in the article that indigenous knowledge is considered as a social capital of the poor. It is their main asset to invest in the struggle for survival, to produce food, to provide for shelter, and to achieve control of their own lives. Example, many indigenous knowledge systems are at risk of becoming extinct because of rapidly changing natural environment and fast-pacing economic, political, and cultural changes on the global scale. Indigenous knowledge systems have a broad perspective of the ecosystems and sustainable ways of using natural resources. Therefore, traditional knowledge and heritage can contribute to environmental assessments and sustainable ecosystem management. Example, the sustainable production and consumption of indigenous and traditional food has invaluable benefits for natural resources and ecosystems, contributes to a sustainable and healthier diet, and helps mitigate climate change. The potential in sustainable development. Indigenous knowledge and cultural diversity. A closer look at the local traditions in the country reveals the methods by which the cultural and ecological balance is maintained. Culture is defined by the ecological conditions and the traditional institutions that help sustain in the community. Example, in Constant, it is an attribute of societies with historical continuity in resources used on a particular land. By and large, these are non-industrial or less technologically oriented societies. Many of them indigenous or tribal, but not exclusively so. Traditional ecological knowledge is a subset of indigenous knowledge, generally defined as a local knowledge held by indigenous people or local knowledge unique to a given culture or society. In conclusion, indigenous knowledge is passed from generation to generation, usually by word or mouth and cultural rituals, and has been the basis for agricultural, food preparation and conservation, healthcare, education, and a wide range of other activities that sustain a society and its environment. Let us proceed to the next discussion with labeled Lesson 2, Lifestyle and Sustainable Development. Sustainable development is defined as development which meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Various determinants including poverty, health, education, demographic traits, environmental and natural factors, economic development, climate, national production, as well as happiness and well-being can be considered in the light of this concept. The most important predictors of sustainable development is classified into 3: economic, social, and environment. Economic is the first important indicator, as it was said that sustainable economy increases output, improves and better serves the populace, and lessens economic imbalance. Social comes next. According to this, a sustainable society possesses the following qualities: cooperation, equity between men and women, useful social services, political stability, and security. Environmental is the next predictor. Sustainable environment leads to keep and maintaining of resources and prevention of wasting renewable resources. The next major topic is lifestyle, which is referred to as the manner of life by individuals, families, and societies. It is a collection of actions that people, families, and society exhibit in various contexts: physical, psychological, social, and economical. and is a subset of habits that covers basic social skills. Additionally, a variety of lifestyles factors are presented. All factors are divided into three groups by Edward Fern. Number 1, actions, specifically jobs, hobbies, and funds. Number 2, communications, which is through families and friends. Number 3, beliefs, in terms of political, religious, social. Cultural capital is the accumulation of knowledge, behaviors, and skills that a person can tap into to demonstrate one's cultural competence and social status. Some of researchers divide cultural capital in three parts. First, mental capitals, which include ideas, theories, and great personalities. Next is visual capitals that include cultural products like books, dictionaries, pictures, drawings. And the institutional capitals, which includes academic cultural capital like finding an academic basis for an idea. Cultural capital is a factor that shapes lifestyle and affected by lifestyle. For example, when national identification of citizens is fading, the governors encourage a kind of lifestyle that people ignore preservation of cultural heritages. In the society, the museums, galleries, and all the antiques will be destroyed. Lifestyle and economic capital. Lifestyle has a significant impact on economic capitals. For instance, consumerism as an inadequate lifestyle is a global problem. With consumerism, its society wastes time, money, and energy. Although consumerism is an encouraged political way, it is a factor to waste economical capitals. Lifestyle and human and social capitals. Unhealthy lifestyle threatens human and social capitals. Inadequate lifestyle replaces human values with anti-values, and then social relationship networks are interrupted. With unhealthy lifestyle, mental and physical health as the forces of development and advancement encounter serious challenges. Lifestyle and ethics capital. Ethics capital is a neglected part of national capital. Ethics capital is defined as a complex of ethics values and ethical characteristics on each one in society. Ethics capital has a clear direct and indirect impact on financial aspects. The financial aspects of ethics capital are not everything. The improvement of characteristics humanity depends on the ethics capital. Ethics capital includes four categories. Number 1, ethics integrity. Number 2, ethics norms. Number 3, critical ethics. Number 4, religious ethics. Lifestyle and environment capital. Environmental capitals include natural environments, jungles, seas, oceans, rivers, and so on. Number 2, all living creatures, animals, birds, plants, trees, and so on. Number 3, mines and oil and gas reserves. Lifestyle and physical capital. Physical capital points the properties and products of humans. This use of physical is for differentiation between physical and human capitals. Examples of physical capitals: public places, buildings like schools, hospitals, towers, offices, and so on. Damage to each of these instances can destroy physical capital and national capitals. There are some clear examples of inadequate behavior against physical capitals in our country, such as damaging public properties, advertising in unauthorized places, writing slogans on the walls. Let's move on to Lesson 3. Transform family business with handicrafts, heritage, tourism. An ASEAN community recognizes the potential of tourism as an important mechanism for developing and evaluating the region. The tourism industry is an important sense of circulation of money in the ASEAN member states' economic system. It conducts business and the production of goods and services and contributes significantly to income and employment. What is the definition and concept of the family business? The definition and concept of a family business are regarded. Basic pattern of a business worldwide, both in North America, Europe, and especially Asia. The business is a microeconomic foundation that generates value in nearly every country's economy. Family business has four components. Number 1, family who controls the business since the founder's generation. Number 2, business or management that is important and necessary for continuous changes or family business development. Number 3, individuality or characteristics of family's leader who control the business. Number 4, ownership is the will be affected to strategy. culture, success, and management. Cultural heritage tourism. Cultural heritage had a wide meaning and related to nature and humans. UNESCO 2011. Because cultural heritage does not mean tangible things such as ancient monuments and buildings or parks, tangible cultural heritage, but also intangible things such as skills, knowledge, and the ability of a person or group of people. Cultural heritage tourism means traveling for entertainment and studying knowledge and surrounding environments, including things created by humans as a result of existing social life in an ecosystem. This indicates that the practice and expression of significant skills, knowledge, ability, performance arts, languages, traditions, festive events, and culture unique of each local area. Handicrafts. Handicrafts created works manually invented or by humans based on the knowledge, wisdom, and skills of craftsmen that they have been inherited from their ancestors. In the study areas, handicrafts always express the local culture, tradition, and beliefs. Significance of cultural heritages in tourism handicrafts for family business. The tourism industry is regarded as the main developing worldwide economic system. World Travel and Tourism Council, or WITC in 2009 said that the world travel and tourism would increase and the number of tourists would rise up to 1.4 billion people around the world in 2020. Ethiopia has a natural development policy based on increasing income from the tourism. Changes or development must give priority to the system of the country on a small scale. The benefits of cultural heritage tourism in handicrafts will affect not only family income in the form of measurable benefits, but also national development and cultural heritage. Future Works Guidelines for Transforming Family Business from Cultural Heritage Tourism in Handicrafts. Number 1. The government sector should have a pool supporting producers and communities by providing them with trainings of skills development handicrafts of their communities. Number 2. Promoting of systematic management with efficiency and standard. Number 3. Promoting of using more local resources for enabling community to utilize existing resources or maximize profits. Number 4. Entrepreneurs should study trends and demand of current tourism market affecting communities. Number 5. Developing with modern styles, adding complex of production, process, and inserting more local cultural identity should be provided for counterfeit protection. Number 6. Field trips should be provided for communities that have development on their social products from tourism connected to the communities for more learning and experiences.